Well, a little earlier, I spoke to Yann Philippin from French outlet Mediapart, that, as we've heard, is among the news organisations releasing those Football Leaks documents. I began by asking him what he made of those denials by the agency representing both Ronaldo and Mourinho.
It's an act of panic because, we send them very detailed questions, very honest questions, so they knew everything about what we were going to publish. And instead of answering us, they answered with their lawyers and with a press release that was published even before the publication of the information. So it's very short denial. And what is also very funny is that they sent us a letter from their lawyers, okay? And they deny in the press release, but the letter from the lawyers confirms our information. For instance, for José Mourinho, the fact that he had a tax penalty of more than 4 million euros. It's confirmed by its lawyer in a written statement. And Gestifute, the firm of Jorge Mendes, the agent, published, just before we published the information, a declaration from the Spanish tax authorities saying that today everything was okay. It was dated 28th of November. So very recently, yeah, it's okay, because he paid a penalty. So it's okay today, but it's not the fact that it was not okay before.
And you mentioned that letter from the legal team. How much pressure were news outlets, including yours, under not to release the information?
It was huge, massive, and immediate. We sent the questions on the 23rd of November, and the same day, the lawyers of Cristiano Ronaldo obtained in Spain a court decision forbidding El Mundo, our Spanish partner, to publish. So they had to publish, violating a court order, which is basically a judiciary censorship. And all the members of the EIC network, who had managed the Football League project, also received a letter threatening of legal and criminal actions.
Now, it perhaps doesn't come as a surprise, really, that football is a grossly profit-oriented industry. Do you think fans will have a strong enough reaction to force this business to operate real changes?
That's what we want, because we were expecting this kind of reaction. Football is about money, everybody knows that. But nobody knew that it was as massive, as organized. And it's only the first shot. Now, many stories to come the following days. And we want to explain to the fans that they are the losers. On that, all this dirty money, these offshore constructions, this tax evasion, it's money stolen to the states that they need for the schools, for everything. And it's made with their money, the money they are paying to buy a ticket for a football game, to subscribe to a paid channel, to watch the games on Saturday night. It's their money who is taken by this vast offshore system, and that is not benefiting the game they love.
Now, you said this is only part of the results. That's right, it's going to come in as a drip of information. Did you start with the strongest things you had, or is there much more coming up?
There's much more coming up. In terms of amounts, it will be quite difficult to do more than Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the richest, he's the greatest, the most famous. So we don't have as many millions for one single player. But we have a lot of other stories, which are very interesting too, with very famous people, a lot of millions too. And most importantly, it shows that it's not just Ronaldo. It's a whole system. And that basically the money flows in the football industry and the use of offshore, it just can be compared to what we are used with arms dealers, weapons dealers, or, these big corporations like Google, Amazon, who are evading taxes, who are on the spotlight since recent months. And football is just the same, massive money laundering and evasion.